Here we are with your homework help video for Unit 1, Lesson 10. And question number 1 says the angles of triangle ABC are in the ratio 8 to 3 to 4. And what is the measure of the smallest angle? So typically when you see a ratio like this, you would just think of it as we need to put x's next to each of those numbers. So why won't this go away? Okay, so I'm going to say really my side lengths are, or my angle measurements are going to be 8x, 3x, and 4x. And if you're having trouble visualizing that, I'm just going to sketch a triangle up here. I'm going to call this one 8x, I'm going to call this one 3x, and I'm going to call this one 4x. And those are angle measurements, and so we know that angles in a triangle add to 180 degrees. So you're going to set up an equation. 8x plus 3x plus 4x equals 180. And then you should be able to solve this for x. So solve for x and you're going to get something x equals some number. And whatever that number is, you need to plug back in and find the smallest angle. Obviously, the smallest angle is going to be the one that you multiply by 3. So just make sure you plug your value of x back in here to get the measure of the smallest angle. Question number 2 is pretty straightforward. I'm going to leave that one up to you. Question number 3. The diagram below shows triangle ABD with this reads ray ABC, and so you can see the ray down here, where BE is perpendicular to AD. You should be familiar with the symbols in this question, and you should know how to read this. So again, this is ray ABC, and then segment BE is perpendicular to segment AD, and that's shown with this little right angle box here. And then it says angle EBD. Let's see where angle EBD is real fast. Angle EBD, that's this angle, is congruent to angle CBD. So angle CBD is here. All right, so those two angles are congruent. And let's see, what do they want us to do? The measure of angle ABE is 52 degrees. What's the measure of angle D? So this is what I'm looking for. I'm going to call that x. Okay, so you've got a few things to do, but I'm going to assume that I'm going to start with a small triangle down here, AEB. And so since I know 2 of those measures, I can find this missing angle. And you also know that this is 90. And so I would start by finding this angle. And then I don't really want to give this away, but let me just tell you the next step. You do need to know that angle, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to find each of these angles. Now, since I used an x here, I'm going to call this y and this y. So really, you should know that this whole thing, since it makes a straight line, you would do 52 plus y has to equal 180. And then you would get the measure of angle y, and you could go ahead and find the measure of angle x. Okay, that's my hint, and I want you to finish that up on your own.